Everybody wants some blast of magic, 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 magic. Look up the magic in me.
It's Wednesday here at Bob's Magic Emporium. Time for the next all-new Magician 101, the show for all magicians. The reason why I'm not standing behind the magic counter today is because I had this video all filmed earlier, and I was going through because I was doing like multiple takes and of other videos and stuff, and I deleted it by mistake. And I'm very mad at myself, so I got to redo it right now. That's why I'm not standing back here, and it's the odd camera angle. All right, so we're going to get into the first question. Make sure to post your questions down below for next week. We'll give them an answer. And Wayne Carter has the first question. He first says, I have greed. It's a good trick. It's a good one. So greed is a trick I talked about last week, and he says he likes it. So if any of the tricks I talk about in the show you happen to have, post what you think about them down below to help out other magicians in their magic purchases. Wayne Carter says, do you do shows at daycare centers? And if so, how do you promote yourself? No, I do not. But what I will say is, it's probably promoting yourself the exact same way as like if you do like a restaurant show. Go in and talk to the owner of the daycare. Tell them what you want to do and see if they'll be up for it. But just make sure, beware that a lot of daycare centers are run by individually owned people, like some lady in her house. So the lady in their house may not be able to pay you, versus a daycare center that's actually like a small business, like that's their job, and they have income coming in, they have money to spare on stuff like that for the kids. So if it's some random lady in their house, they may not be able to pay you. Just be aware of that. All right, but also there's another magician. There's a magician in my area. His name is The Great Zucchini. He's a DC-based magician, and he does shows for 3-year-olds to about 7-year-olds. That's his like target range. So that's perfect for daycare centers. So I recommend looking him up online. It's The Great Zucchini, and like zucchini like the vegetable, and reach out to him and ask him. Be like, I'm a magician, got your name from a fellow magician, you know, how do you do daycare shows? He might be able to help you. Mike Gray says, how old are you and do you live alone? No, I live with my mom, stepdad, and dog, and I'm 25. Just turned 25 on Monday. Happy birthday to me. All right. And Mr. Tadpole221 says, thank you, Bob, for the kind words. It means a lot to me. Now, here we go. What is your opinion on Ace by Richard Sanders and Deceptus, the anything and can trick? All right. First, Ace by Richard Sanders is a trick where you have 4 jokers and you hand 2 to the spectator. They switch places and all 4 of them become aces. I saw this on Magic Geek when they first posted the demo a long time ago, and I was like, huh, okay. And it really didn't it wasn't a trick that I wanted to put on my magic wish list. And then I rewatched the demo just today, and I was like, wow, that's really cool. So watching the demo again a few months later really makes me want to go out and get that trick. So I think it looks really cool. Something that I would like to use, because I love the kind of 3-card Monty kind of effects. That's kind of what that is a 3-card Monty effect, because you have like follow the Joker kind of routine. And Deceptus, it looks like a cool trick, but it's not something I would ever use in my shows, because I'm not that kind of magician who does organic magic like that, taking a soda can and doing a trick with it. But it does look really cool, and if you do soda magic in your routines, then I recommend getting it, because I think it looks really cool. And Mr. Tadpole also says, do you like Cheez-Its, and what's your favorite kind of music? I love Cheez-Its. They're my 3rd favorite snack. My 2nd favorite snack is deviled eggs, and my 1st favorite is cookies. I love Chips Ahoy cookies. There's these new kinds out there now. They have Oreo cream in the center. Oh, so good. And my favorite type of music, I have 2. Country music is my all-time favorite. I love country music, especially classic country, like Dolly Parton, Kenny Rogers, Johnny Cash, the classics. And 80s music. I know 2 ends of the spectrum, right? But I love 80s music like Don't You Forget About Me, Hit Me With Your Best Shot, Eye of the Tiger, you know, Ozzy Osbourne. I love the 80s music, so kind of cool. And Mr. Temple also says, last thing, more of a comment, if you're looking for crazy good card sleights, I'd recommend The Russian Genius. No, I'm not sponsored. It's just he is one of the best YouTubers with card tutorials and very underrated. You don't have all this in video. Big smiley face. Thanks again. Keep up the good work. There you go. That's this week's Magician 101. Thank you guys so much for watching. Next week, I will be behind the counter doing this video. Like I say, I won't delete it next week. And post your questions down below for next week. I'll give them an answer. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next Wednesday. You know how to mix up cards? You say, "You are not cards. You are not cards." The magic karate works. Whoops. Okay. Yes. Perfect. Of course, you get the 2 tubes, and you get a certain amount of bottles. Let me grab party. Adults love the trick too, don't get me wrong, but I think kids love it a little bit more than it looks. It looks like you're actually taking and shuffling the cards.